So, hello everybody. I have the distinct honor to talk to Nik Lewis, Mr. Milestone, founder of AO Sports, a cutting-edge platform that allows athletes to express themselves creatively on what they're passionate about. I'll let Nik tell you all about his super cool platform and his startup, but I'm more excited to talk about his storied career, and I know the little gems of wisdom that he's going to have in store for us. So if you don't know, Nik is a former slapback, which is like a specialized wide receiver position for the Stampeders, where he won 2 Grey Cup championships. And then they liked him so much, they gave him the CFL Rookie of the Year, and 5 West Division All-Star, and 3 CFL All-Star awards. Like, my head is exploding. So between his time with the Stampeders and the Alouettes, he's had 1,051 receptions and covered an insane 13,778 yards and made 71 catches for a touchdown. Amazing. So Nik's hard work and grit kept him on the field for 166 consecutive games with a reception, earning him the Stampeders club record. And if I'm correct, he still holds that record. And in 2017, he became the CFL all-time leader in receptions with 1,030 catches, and color me impressed. I'm totally blown away. In his time at Southern Arkansas University, he earned the NCAA D2 All-American. Wow. And he's also been awarded by his alma mater with the Young Alumni Award. And all this, and he didn't even play football in high school. It's like, so amazing. So before I start peppering you with a bunch of questions, Nik, you want to tell us where we can find and follow you?
Yeah, so on Twitter, it's NIKEL18. I think that's on Instagram as well. I'm Nik Lewis on LinkedIn. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where I'm at. I guess Facebook says you can only have 5,000 friends, and I've kind of been maxed out. I was checking the other day, I had people in there for 4 years now. So sometimes I go through there because they have those bots and stuff that fall in and off. I don't even know how but yeah, you can add me on Facebook and, join the wait list.
Cool. I actually follow you on Instagram, and it's an absolute delight. I did watch your Facebook Live of your Hall of Fame speech, which was really cool too. I'm glad that you had the opportunity to do that.
I might be the first Hall of Famer to go on Facebook Live during the speech. We'll see.
Well, I hope it's
I love social media.
I hope it's a trend because it was really cool to be able to have your perspective of what was going on. Usually we get the media's version of what we're supposed to look at. So that was really neat. So I have a few questions that I've just been dying to ask and that no one talks about is, how do you live through the pileups? You have 300 pounds of men on top of you, and it's a big pile, and then people got to be pulled off. Like, how do you live under there?
One of the biggest things about being a receiver, it's good because we're on the outside. We go down and block sometimes in the box and try not to get crushed up too much, but it's very, I guess you just get used to living with the pain. And that's part of the process is, going in and getting your body recovery. But over time now, it's been great. You look at now with the cryos and the different stuff that people can use to really recover faster. You go into some of my old teammates' houses, and we always make fun of them because they're at the end of their careers, their house starts to look like a yoga studio. It's got all these bands and all these mats and everything, and understanding the proper way to recover.
That's really smart. So are you still doing the cryo?
I haven't done it in a while. I still do yoga. I've done yoga now for 18 years and continue to do yoga. I've just now got into breath work, doing things like that. But, anything to heal and to feel better is good. Now those linemen that bang every play and those running backs and linebackers that bang all the time, those are crucial positions that you see a great decline after they're done when they're not physically active, right? I've had arthritis in both ankles, both knees, elbows, and wrists for over 10 years now. So working out is a part of life. I mean, I don't work out as hard as I should be or as I used to. But if I don't do it, I just get so weak. It hurts.
Yeah, I imagine you're very pressed for time with your family and your startup, and I'm sure all the people who want your attention.
Yeah, it's all time management is key.
hmm So Nick, Mr. Milestone, great nickname, by the way. The first time we spoke, you talked about passion and kindness and consistency. And you told me that you wanted to create an environment that would foster positivity and drive passion. And I love that message. I think it's really great and super important. So it got me thinking, like, besides football and family, what else drives your passion?
People, right? Always been able to affect people in a positive way. One of the biggest things that I've learned in sports is, when you can wake up on one day with the same goals, you can accomplish a lot of things, and that's really it. The ultimate goal in life is, they use all these devices to separate us. Whether it's politics or whether it's race or anything else, they want to separate us, and we can really come together and accomplish a lot of things. And we just have to put each other in the same mind frame and understanding teamwork, right? When you can help me build and I can help you build. And I quoted the other day, if we're walking into the ocean, it's not hard at first, but at some point it's going to get really heavy. It's going to be hard to walk. The waves are going to be crashing. And if I look over and see you going through the same struggles, but if I grab your hand, we become stronger and we can make it further, right? So now allowing us as people to just grab hands and create a big movement is where I want to be. And understanding teamwork, understanding the importance of a janitor to go to a clean locker room, the importance of the person selling tickets, the person that's helping people park, the person that's scoring the winning touchdown or calling the winning play. It doesn't matter. We all have importance in the execution of success.
From the bottom up. I love that.
That's it.
Um, so you referred to milestones as standards. So do you want to tell us a little bit about like what that means to you?
Yeah, every time, whenever you play a sport or whenever you want to do something, you always compare yourself to someone or somebody or something, and that's the standard, right? What is that standard? You look at the best that have done it, and it's a measuring stick. It's like, okay, well, if this is the standard, then that's where I need to get to, right? And that's where my output should be. And I always said my first year I hope was my worst year because I set the standard of what I thought I needed to be, and I wanted everything else after that to be better. So understanding that just this standards, like people have set that doesn't mean that's not your goal. That's your low end of what you want to achieve, and understand that you want to go set the next standard, right? And that's how we continue to progress forward, is because somebody did something and it's like, oh, I can do this a little bit different and I can exceed that. And then somebody else comes along, oh, I can do it a little bit different and exceed that. And that's where we have progress and growth.
You make me feel like I could run through a brick wall right now. Do you have any milestones that you're working towards right now
Oh,
that you
milestones.
can share? I'm sure some of it's secret for your startup, but
No, I mean, I think it's just to really continue to affect people and help athletes in this space of where we're at. And, we all know the decline of athletes. And we talk about NFL, 83% of people going broke within 5 years of playing the game because of the injuries and because of the decline. Becomes very hard and becomes very so I need to be passionate in the opportunity of helping them. And at the same time, I'm a part of the Military Community Chamber of Commerce, so helping military veterans to integrate back into society, but also find avenues in sports, whether it's scouting and coaching or whether it's just learning different aspects of sports, but feeling welcome, right? They sacrifice so much for our country and for the people, but to truly go beyond just saying I care about the military, but to create programs and different things that we can really enhance the lives of the military and integrate these two worlds together because they're so aligned. I mean, other than the military community and the suicide rate is way higher, but the decline from an athlete losing the spotlight and now going through those withdrawals and different things from that, or not finding something that they're competitive about that really drives them, and then the military community coming back and just not feeling welcomed or not feeling like they know where they came from, right? So to bring notoriety from the athlete to the military and put them together and really start to make a difference.
Yeah, and I think it's about that camaraderie too.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, my husband's an Air Force veteran, retired after 20 years, so we
Awesome.
appreciate the attention to the military community. That's wonderful. Is that
That's
in the
it.
US and in Canada, both, or?
Yeah. So, with the Military Community Chamber of Commerce, where it's out of San Antonio, Texas, I met one of the co-founders. One of my board members is also an Air Force veteran, and he puts on a celebrity softball game every year. And we played at Globe Life Stadium in Texas the last 2 years, and being able to be in that new stadium, it's amazing. And just to meet military veterans and to see all these celebrities and athletes come together to play in this game for great causes. But to meet and I met Corey there, and we've kept in contact. And I was so honored when he asked me to be a part of the Military Community Chamber of Commerce, to give some outside voice of opinion of what athletes go through, and just see how I can help this community.
That's wonderful, really. Didn't you just have that event, or is that coming up?
Yeah, no, it was this last month in June, June 11th, I think it was, or 12th, and it was hot in Texas.
Probably a change of pace from Canada, I would think.
That's it.
I know you've been a big supporter of Big Brothers and Big Sisters for a long time. So what other charities now, besides if you do the Veterans Chamber of Commerce, are you supporting or promoting?
I've been with United Way. When I was with the Stamps, I used to be the spokesperson for United Way for a few years. Just about to launch the AO Sports Impact Foundation, which is creating impact globally. The leader of that is my Chief Impact Officer, Nicole Delaney, which she's been creating philanthropic opportunities for kids all over the world for the last 25 years. She's been doing it in Italy, China, Egypt, all over. So I'm just glad to have her on board, understanding of one, raising money, but two, being able to execute, right? Being able to really make a difference in these communities, and having athletes to be able to come on and do it as well. So we're backed by the Giving Back Fund. Mark Pollock is a good friend of mine now, and it is amazing. He backs Yao Ming's charity, Steve Gleason down in New Orleans, and Nexus Global. They actually deployed into Ukraine within 48 hours of the war starting there. So giving out shelter and food and different things. So it's a great opportunity for us to be a part of, to really create this impact that we're looking to do.
Wow, that's super special. That's really, really, I'm going to keep my eye on that one for sure. Wow.
100%. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. You touched on it a little bit earlier, but I really admire how you take a holistic approach to things. And I know that bleeds over into your startup. And the first time we talked to you, you told me about how you were helping young athletes learn about financial well-being. And I'd love for you to tell everybody about that.
I mean, we know that, a lot of athletes come from poor situations and poor neighborhoods and never having money and all those things. And one of the biggest things that happens is people come up to you and tell you how they can make you more money. And it doesn't always happen, right? You fund someone's dreams, and either they're not as passionate enough about it, or they haven't put the work in to want to be what they say they want to do. So financial literacy is huge. I know we brought on one of the top 10 financial entrepreneurs in to AO Sports, and he'll be teaching financial literacy to college kids and high school kids. We have another former NBA player, Chris Gandy, who has an financial mentorship program, right, where it's mentorship and financial. So we're looking to bring that to the platform as well. So just being able to create these opportunities for kids to really take control of their lives. I mean, most people say these kids don't want to work today. They do want to work. They just they don't want to work for you. Right. So more people are going towards that area where I want to work for myself, or I want to be able to be successful. I don't need to go do these things just to create success anymore. So, but they need the fundamentals to survive. And I tell our kids all the time, it's like, hey, you can live anywhere in the world you want to live. You can move to Nicaragua, you can move to Afghanistan, you move anywhere you want to live. As long as you can take care of yourself, you can survive and you can feed yourself and do the necessities, right? So as long as you have those understandings, you can the world is open. Right.
Right. And I feel like that's kind of where you come in with your startup. You're giving athletes the opportunity to speak what's on their mind and do it in a way that serves them. So I think this would be a great opportunity for you to tell us everything about AO Sports.
AO, man, athlete owned, and there's three elements. One, it's the content, being able to see these athletes uh, that do these skits, where they're really comical, or cooking, or giving you more look inside their lives. It's more curated content. We're going to have our own NFL, NBA, CFL, all these different types of shows around the world. We are global. We have athletes and content creators and subject matter experts in 9 different countries right
Wow.
now, and we're looking to continue to expand that out with great people. We have a yoga expert from Germany, breath expert from Latvia. We have a transition expert, ex-military veteran in the British military, that helps Olympians and European athletes now out of Europe. So we have a great group of people. We have 5 doctors on board. Dr. Rob Kelly, who has a 97% addiction recovery success rate, right, out of the UK, who lives in Texas now. He's on board, wanting to help people, and so really, there's so much value in it. It's really a subscription based platform, but we don't feel like you're paying a subscription. You're paying to invest in yourself, because you're going to be able to get so much out of it. And then we take that, and everywhere we go, we just got invited to Rome for an event, and we're going to take people with us, right? For Super Bowl, for an event, or NBA All-Star game, or NHL All-Star game. And as we go and create these events and do things, we're going to go into these neighborhoods, and we'll put on financial literacy courses for kids and people and athletes, and we'll make sure we're giving back. And then we're going to go have fun at night, right? And we're going to go and celebrate and really celebrate with our sponsors and our partners and our members of our platform and our athletes, right? So it's going to be we're more than just watch content. We're engaging. We want to hear what people want to see, and we want to drive success back to everyone. Like, just like I said earlier, everyone has to win, right? As a consumer, you have to win from getting what you want. As an athlete, you have to win from getting paid. And as sponsors, you have to win in getting views and everything else that you need. So we're able to really put all that together to create success for everyone.
That's cool. And you mentioned you were going to have a daily show that would be broadcast in 92 airports.
Yes, yes. So we have a partnership with Reach TV, and they just bought all the CNN airports, not all the airports, but all the TVs in the airports. And yeah, so it will be on there. We'll probably also be on the Game Plus network. We'll be on AO Sports, YouTube, Facebook. Utilize all the social channels, and just be able to, for people to see it, what's going on inside of AO, and also topical sports from around the world daily.
That's so cool. Yeah, definitely follow Nik on
We're AO
Instagram.
Sports TV on
Yeah,
we're AO Sports TV on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
I'll make sure everybody knows where to find you. Don't you worry. Well, I really, really appreciate this time. Anything else you want to throw out there? Any little gems of wisdom to leave us with?
No, I think it's just I look at this process over the last 34 months, going on 35 months of building AO, and you see on TV, it's like all these divisive things, and all you see is bad. I've been able to meet so many wonderful people like yourself, and So many wonderful people that are doing positive things for other people, making things easier, making things better, but they're doing it for the right reasons, right? And understanding that, just keep the hope, keep the faith, and if you're a kid out there, everybody's not supposed to like you in middle school or high school. Those are just the people you have to deal with. You have to harden yourself to be able to withstand the pressure to become great. And if you don't ever harden yourself, then you won't be able to last in the world when it's time to really stand up and do what you're meant to do. Right. So just keep going forward and keep understanding belief in self. Never doubt yourself. There's enough people that do it already. So believe in yourself and keep going. I want to see you here tomorrow. You just know tomorrow's going to change, right? Every day you wake up, tomorrow's going to be different. It's going to change, and you got to give it that opportunity.
Wow, yeah. Keep being yourself for sure.
That's it.
Well, thanks, Nick. I hope that we can talk again soon and maybe update everybody on where AO's going and the awesome journey that you're on.
Thank you very much. That is amazing. I appreciate you so much, Dana.
You too, Nick.
I'm gonna get you a Cowboys jersey though.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I could probably fit on my dog.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later.